Welcome to Sunday Science Social Distancing Edition. So Sadhna, remember 2 weeks ago we learned about how things float. We had Oreos and different crackers. And what did you learn about that? What do you think? What did you learn about what makes things float?
Density.
Density, good job. So we are going to keep learning about density and how things float. So now we're going to do it with different liquids. So we have 5 glasses of water and 5 different liquids. What are they, Sadhna?
Soap, oil, ice.
So ice is really solid, but it's water.
Hot water, milk.
Milk. So we have 5 different things, and we're going to learn if they will float or they'll sink. So we're going to learn about their densities. So Sadhna, which ones do you think are going to float? You pick and then we'll try one by one.
Ice, soap, and oil.
Ice, soap, and oil are going to float is what Sadhna thinks. So Sadhna, why don't you slowly start putting those water balloons in? And if you need to fill those water balloons, we used a water balloon filler, or you can use a water bottle. So that's about half a cup of liquid in each one of them. So keep going, Sadhna. Let's see what's going to happen with each water balloon that we have. So let's put the hot water in and let's put the milk in. Alright, so what happened, Sadhna? Which ones are floating right now?
Ice.
Ice.
Oil and soap.
Well, soap kind of is floating, but is soap floating more than oil or less than oil?
Less than oil.
Okay, so, and how about hot water? Is it floating too?
It's almost going down.
Yep, but
this
which is
more?
This
one is more than this one actually.
Yep.
This is sinking down.
So what does that tell you about density? Is oil low density or high density?
Less
density, good job. So it is low density, so it keeps floating. What about milk?
High density.
High density, good job. So milk has high density, oil has low density, and we're comparing all of these to water. You know, Sadhna, this is really interesting too. So do you think ice should float or should it sink?
Float.
Float. Well, ice, if you think about it, anything that goes from liquid to solid generally sinks. But ice and water are really different. So when water turns into ice, it actually grows. And actually density goes down and becomes less. So ice can actually float in water. Isn't that cool?
Yes.
Yep. So otherwise everything that is liquid and it becomes solid, its density becomes higher except water. Okay, so that's why ice can float on water. But we found out milk is definitely heavier than water, and soap too. So we have some air bubbles in it, but soap should sink more. So you have to be careful not having air bubbles in your water balloons. But this is a good experiment to learn about density of different liquids and how things float.